It is almost 4:35 in the morning. The lighting is shit. I only got 2 hours of sleep. Let's go to the airport. After being touched in various places by a complete stranger, I am secure. Trippy. Well, if you can hear me, welcome to Houston.
The airport terminal buildings have been designated as non-smoking areas.
I would have recorded more, on the flight over from Charlotte, but not only was there literally every person in the United States on that flight, some asshole took my seat and I was stuck in the middle seat like a little sardine boy. If I have any pictures of that, here they are. Oh boy, I'm in Houston now. So what am I doing here? Where am I flying? We're going to San Francisco. I'm not good at this whole thing, so however this comes out, however I end up editing it, it's gonna be great. After a few hours of staring at planes and eating a well-balanced, nutritious breakfast of potato skins, I then decided to give some riveting commentary on the great state of Texas. But you only get the audio because iPhone videos are really stupid, don't even ask. It's Texas, I have nothing else really to say about Texas. On to San Francisco, finally. I filmed all these different clips of me getting on the plane, because, all the cool travel vloggers do it. But it's, all I got with this guy's back! I did remember to record this flight, though, and, other than the wing doing that, it was a pretty welcome change from being stuffed into an area the size of a shoebox. I then got off the plane because I realized that there are places in the world that do have functioning bathrooms, and then I took a train to get to another train? Update from much later, as in October of 2021 later. This card is still in my wallet because you can't pull money off of it without mailing the city of San Francisco to get the money off of your card. Yeah. After waiting for my train on the wrong platform, by the way, shout out that one guy who told me that I was on the wrong platform. Kinda wish he would have told me 45 minutes before I stood there, but you know what, beggars can't be choosers. And after a really intense train ride, listen, I've been on a lot of trains in my life. This one was like a goddamn Willy Wonka ride. Just listen to this. Come to think of it, even the bus ride was pretty gnarly. Look what it did in my video. Anyway, after barely surviving the journey, I made it to my hotel, thinking that all my problems were over. But, I'll just let past me explain. Not before we look at this cool seagull, though. Yeah, seagull time, baby. This is what we came for. This is what it's all about. Seagull time. Oh, and it's done. Consider this an impromptu review of the hotel that I'm staying at. Fucking scam. At face value, is it a nice hotel? Yeah. Do they say that they give you breakfast? Yeah. However, they hide all these fees and stuff that eventually come up to $300. It was $450 in extra fees that are just not revealed to you as a customer. I need a place to fucking sleep. I know San Francisco has a bad homeless problem. I'm not going to contribute to that. So I bit the bullet and paid their stupid ass fee. I don't want to be a negative Nancy. I'm gonna try and make this trip as fun as possible. I'm still in East Coast, North Carolina time, so for me it's like 11 o'clock, whereas here it's 7:15. I don't feel like I want to go to sleep yet. I probably should because I'm running on maybe 2 to 3 hours of sleep. Alright, sorry if the footage is shaky and I look gross. Thank you. Hopefully the footage will look a lot better when I break out the gimbal. Not gonna break it out just yet because I'd like to save the battery, but now we are walking to the cruise terminal that has the boat that will take me on a cruise across the bay. Plot twist. Broke out the gimbal. Look how smooth that is. But anyway. We are now walking along what is called the Embarcadero, which, with my infinite knowledge of all things culture, means place where you embark in Spanish. I think. I have arrived. Is that Elon Musk? And here you can see the reason I didn't bring my drone on this trip, which really sucks because it would have really upped the production value on this. This entire bay is pretty much federal property, which is a big no-no to fly a drone over for obvious reasons. So you'll just have to deal with the shitty old handheld footage for now. You know, I should really just stop talking and let this footage play, because, you know, not to toot my own horn or anything, but goddamn, that looks cool. I even received a special greeting from the seagull of Alcatraz, the only seagull on Alcatraz Island. There are no others. It is just him. So, welcome to Alcatraz. Alcatraz, if you don't know what it is, I'm assuming you're living under a rock, which ironically is one of the nicknames for this place. This place used to be a federal penitentiary, one of the most famous, and right now it's a place where you can come spend money and think about what it's like to be incarcerated, which for some reason is fun. We like to do that. So, we're gonna spend a few hours here exploring and hopefully not get shit on by a seagull. Now, I already showed this earlier in the video, and it's really important if you're trying to gain insight into visiting Alcatraz, which, first of all, if you're using this video to gain that, God help you. But this is the schedule of the boat that takes you back to mainland San Francisco, which is really important because while I'm sure they would arrange a way to come get you after dark, they probably won't be really happy to do so, and neither will you for that matter. Hold on. Oh shoot, they got seagulls in there. I'm sure the tour is taking people somewhere else, but I'm Ian. I'm going off the beaten path, which is made of concrete, but we're not going to talk about that. Lots of cool looking flowers. That's a goose! There's geese here too! Alright, this is the best island ever. A big spooky building that is definitely haunted. Any ghosts in there? Thought I was being cool. Going the wrong way. But there's nothing down there. So I guess we follow the path of the sheeple. Oh, would you look at that? I gotta get in there. Yeah. I don't know what the joke was supposed to be, but here I am. It's about $40 to come here. That's the entrance fee and the cost of using the boat and everything, which if you're spending money to come to San Francisco, it's not all that bad. Trust me, the wind noise is just as annoying to hear in editing as I'm sure it is for you to listen to. So, let's just go ahead and cut to the inside. Holy moly. Area closed for your safety. I don't need to be safe. I just want to explore something that's very obviously haunted by many ghosts. God, these cells are tiny. Ooh, those are some solid bars too. Not much to say here. I definitely enjoyed visiting the Alcatraz prison, but it is nevertheless just that, a prison, with lots of dirty old toilets and old iron bars. Which, admittedly, if you want to see that, well, this place will give it to you in spades. Now, I don't mean to sound like I'm faulting an old prison for being an old prison. I'm just telling you to tailor your expectations for what this place actually is. You're not going to be walking in here chatting up a storm with Al Capone or the Birdman. It's a museum. You're meant to walk through and appreciate that you are in the Alcatraz. And that's it. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely enjoyed this experience, and I highly recommend you do it at least once if you have the opportunity. Abrupt cut to like 2 to 3 hours later. My phone died while I was on the island, and I just came back to the hotel room, took a quick 20-minute nap, and now we are going to head to Pier 39, I don't know, to hang out and hit up the aquarium. Don't let the pretty fish fool you. If you already have a bucket list for things you want to see or do in San Francisco drawn up, and any part of Pier 39 is on it, take it off right now. I promise you, you will spend multiple hours of your day standing around in lines for things that either shouldn't be stood around in line for, or things that aren't worth it in the first place. Now, I know I'm breaking my own no negativity rule, but there is a problem I do have to highlight, which is part of something that I hope is just a bad memory by the time you're watching this. COVID. Most, if not all, the restaurants in the city were at 50% capacity. However, the amount of hungry tourists looking for dinner, one of those people being me, remained exactly as it was before COVID. Again, I hope this isn't the way things still are by the time you're listening to this, but if you're deciding to travel anywhere for that matter, this is something to keep in mind.